Morning, everybody. Chad, Adler Farms. Man, look at that grass grow. Look at it. It ain't growing. It ain't gonna grow. There is no rain in the forecast for the next 12 days. So I give up. I ain't gonna try and water it. No way. The nice thing is, well, first off, if you're new here, welcome and howdy. If you're old here, welcome and howdy. I think we need to bring that back. It was good. But just joining us, first time ever, hang on. There used to be a giant couple of metal buildings right here, like 20 feet by 14 feet, and then a 16 by 12. And we knocked them down and we buried them right there. And then my brother and sister-in-law came down, and my brother smoothed all this out, and I threw some seed down. A little heavy in that spot. The kids were helping me. But we threw some seed down. Now I only put down rye. And ryegrass, the kind I bought. My dad and my brother are both real good with their lawns. Sorry, you're looking up my nose. I'll fix that here in a second. My brother and my dad are real good with lawn care. And they said, throw that rye down, get it to take hold, then put down your fescue. So that's what we're attempting. What's up, Fred? Junebug. Little donk, but donk. By the way, this has turned out to be a very handy little applicator here. See, Fred don't mind it at all. But that misting spray we were using just drove him nuts. Now, where's your sister? That's what I want to know. Where's 4-1? Huh? You guys need some too. Come on, donkey. You stinkers. Check this out. Works so much better. Fred, you got some dingleberries there, brother. Need to go swim in the pool a little bit. But oh man, this works so much better. Thank you guys so much for the tip. I've seen Lester do this. I just didn't know why he was doing it. This is so much better. Hopefully your sister didn't get over there with the neighbor's cows. Man, I'm about to put some of this spray on my hat. But see how that reaches? Much better. Look, you don't even mind. Look at it. You don't even mind. There we go. Man, I got to show you something as I stand here, guys. But first off, what I was going to say, we're going to get this ryegrass to take hold, even if it takes like 3 or 4 weeks for it to rain. I just can't water it enough. It's not efficient to stand there and water that every day. No way. But we will get it to take hold. These lines are not hot. There's 2 electric lines right here. 2 hot wires. They're not hot, but it keeps the animals out for the most part because they've got enough to eat other places. And there's no grass in there, so there's no reason to go in there and eat. But they're not on that, so they're not disturbing it or nothing like that. But that's the story on the grass. We're going to find that cow that's rogue again. She may be trapped up here. I moved the alpacas yesterday because it's time to dismantle this barn. But we're going to salvage it as much as we can. It is screwed together with like 1/4-inch grommet screws. And I'm going to get a new box of grommet screws because somebody mentioned, and I know it to be true, those grommets crack and fade after a while. And I think this thing's probably 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. But we'll back those screws out, take the metal up to where the alpacas are, and we'll build them a barn. And it'll be a nice little holding area for sure. Kind of like what my buddy Red at 100 Acre Wood Highlands. He's got a real nice holding barn. When I went out there, that's where Fred came from, by the way. And anyway, he's got a real nice barn. I like that it's an open face. It's like a big loafing shed, but it's a barn. It's too big to call a shed, but I like it. And that's what I would like to build up where the alpacas are, and then use some of my panels as the walls, like to hold animals in. But I know you guys see this behind me. Check this out. So we're very fortunate on this property to have some of these mimosa trees. Oh my goodness, they're amazing. There's hummingbirds all over them. So we got one here, there's one there, looks to be one right there as well. And there's another one back in there. And then of course this one here. But man, they're pretty. These are now my favorite trees on the farm, by far. I had no idea they flowered like this. I've never paid attention. There's another one right there, and another one right there. Pretty cool, but we are gonna, hey, there's a cow. There she is. She's breathing. These cows, my cows, I know they're heifers, they've not calved yet. They're going to be 2 years old in October. Fred is a year old. Whoa. That had eagle sound all over it. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but they're gonna be 2 years old and they're just getting, I heard it again. They're getting to where they have their own, can you guys see her? There she is. They're getting to where they have their own personalities. And when you only have a couple head, sometimes it's hard for you guys to understand why one would be like kind of selfish and standoffish. Well, if you're like Gary and Cassie at Walker Farm Fam, or my buddy Red I was just talking about, when you've got 20 or 30 head and you've got a couple that are just kind of standoffish and don't like people, you know, nobody really thinks anything of it. But when you've only got 3, everybody wants you to be able to pet them. Everybody wants you to be able to walk up and touch them all and stuff like that. And it's just not the case. I guarantee if I had 20 head, that Tessie would still be standoffish. Now, I know when she was younger, we were able to pet them. I know that Grandpa did a little bit. But Grandpa would be the first one to tell you that you still got to watch them. And the fact that I'm not petting her is not the reason that she's not over here. So take that and kick rocks. If I tried to pet her right now, she'd probably bury me where I stand. They're women now. And they're just going to do what they want. Which is totally fine. Here, let's see if we can get Badonka and Little Donk to come eat some of this. And take some fly spray. Take your medicine. They actually see the sprayer. And they run now. You little stinker. Let's see if we can just sit here, wait them out. Oh man. I love donkeys. They'll come back. At Farm 2.0, some of you may or may not know, we had another farm that we were trying to buy. And there was a donkey next door named Jack, and he was loud. And he brayed all the time. All the time. It was pretty funny because I'd be filming and he would just pop off. I mean, he just beller, man. He just, that's my donkey noise. He would just really get after it. It was pretty funny. So when we got this 20 acres, I was like, man, what animals do we put out there? What do we this? These donkeys are giving me so much enjoyment, man. They're just awesome. I worry very little about predators with them out here. They really cover some land. And they're very hardy animals, if you didn't know. They don't need a lot. They don't need a lot of water. They're very good at conserving and regulating their temperature. So hang on a second. So to give you some reference as to where we're at, the alpacas used to be right here. This is our trench for our water line. Coming soon. But yesterday, I mowed a path for the alpacas. I only filmed a short little bit of how well grain training allows you to move animals. I put that right here. They used to be in there. They pretty much crushed it all. They ate everything they were going to eat. I finally got a pasture cut out over here. This is a big pasture. This is, well, I used almost a complete roll of string, and it's 2 layers, 2 levels, and it's pretty big. That string, I think, is 1,300 feet long, and I used almost a complete roll. So, however many feet that is, but it's a lot. Mama. But I built them what we call an alpaca play, or you guys call it that. Turn the hot box off here. All right. Test, test. Yep. You're so docile. It might be too hot, and they've been out grazing, so they may not. But I'd really like to get some fly spray on them. Oh, look who it is. Big donk. So that's our neighbor's donkey. He was over here for a little bit. He went home, and our donkeys still visit him at the fence every now and then, but he's got a couple of steers and a Highland heifer and a Highland cow over there that he keeps safe. Who wants some fly spray? But they actually like it. Well, Alan's always skittish, but they think it's water. They don't understand it's fly spray. Don't worry, I'm not gonna get it in their food. I'd love to get some on baby way over there. There we go. All right, let's check on royalty over here. Well, check this out. We call this the alpaca play. One of you guys did. Hi, lady. She'll probably get up because I'm gonna be behind her. Got her. This is 2 12-foot gates and then 3 cattle panels. And that's actually a 20 by 16 tarp. And it's really nice. So my plan, like I said, is to, the baby's looking at me. The plan, like I said, where'd she go? Is to move a barn or loafing shed or some kind of structure over here from the material we have on the existing barn. And no, this is not as protective as a barn when it comes to like hail or super high winds, but we're not in the season for hail and high winds. We're just not. Now, can it happen? Yes, absolutely. Calm down. That ain't the season for this, okay? So what they were doing is, and if I might be able to go show you, or just trust me because it's stinking hot. I don't know if I want to walk all the way over there, but we used to keep them in the barn, and one side of the barn is completely closed off. There's no breeze whatsoever. They only used that for about a week, week and a half. Once they were sheared, it was like the weather changed, they were sheared, they realized how hot it was, and they quit going inside that main barn because there's no breeze, no air movement whatsoever. What they did use was those little lean-tos off the side of the barn, which were open air like this. They had a door on the front and a door on the back, or an opening, and they were wide open. They could go in and the breeze blow through. So that's the idea behind this. I angled it because we do get a lot of, if it does rain and blow, it comes from this direction. This whole side is southwest. That's where our storms come from. So that's why it's facing this way. But it's 6 feet high. If you're worried about the rigidity or the structure or the toughness of this, this is what my Highlands used at farm 1.0 all winter long. 3 big old hefty Highlands. We're in something like this all winter. So for these little guys, it's nothing. It's perfect. I mowed the area down so they can lay down. Yeah, and then I cut out a huge area. This is probably, I bet this is 40 by 16. I know it's 16 because when I brought my cattle panels out, I had them laying from end to end. So I know it's 16 wide. My lawnmower also cuts in 48-inch cuts. So it's always even numbers when I make a, you know, 4th, 5th, 6th pass. But this is awesome. They love it. I'm very pleased. If you sit right here, there's a constant breeze. It feels amazing. See my beard blowing in the wind? So majestic. Oh wait, there's the new calf. Can you guys see her? Don't judge. She was moving at a pretty good click. I think she's gonna come out right here. There she is. Look at the little baby. And that's Ruby. I can't wait to have Highlands, baby Highlands, calves on the farm. Super cool. See if I can get Lady A on this side once more. See, they don't actually mind. I think they think it's the hose for a little bit. Tina, you got plenty. You got plenty. It's not going in their feed. Don't worry. Alan got some on him, but he ain't allowed to eat with the girls. He's being a gentleman. He lets them eat first. It's fly spray. Man, this stuff lasts quite a while. I really like it. Now, I'm not going to turn the hose on them. I want that fly spray to sit for a little bit. Hey, that's pretty cool. That's very cool. Good. I like it. Gallagher fence systems, man. I don't know where I'd be without Gallagher. I'm getting ready to roll this white wire up. Get it out of the way. This stuff is crazy vertical. Crazy versatile. You just hook it up, set it. I got it down in a rhythm now. I can probably do 4 or 5 acres in about 30 minutes, 2 strands. And if you don't think it'll hold your animals, well, if you got an animal that wants out, nothing's gonna hold it. Unless you build like a holding pen, you know, your high bar, bull tubing. But if you got animals that behave, especially when they got enough to eat, that electric fence is the way to go, if you want my opinion. Hang on, I need to spray Tessie. I spray him about once a week with this stuff. But I can't tell if that's Tessie or Junebug. It's a good thing they're tagged, because the older they're getting, the more and more they look alike. You've already got medicine. I'm not spraying you. You're good. She's still over there. Yep. I don't think I can get back in there. I'm just going to have to wait. She looks pretty content, don't she? Goodness. All right. We'll get her sprayed. We'll be back out here this evening. Ray and I are going to come out and probably grill some steaks and hang out. Hang on. You guys hear that? There's a swarm. I mean, I can hear it. Where are they at? Surely they're in that mimosa. Man, when you stand under this tree, let me see if you guys can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it till I edit. There's a few of them, but it's not a swarm, but they're swarming. Is that real? I don't do bees. So somebody Ray works with actually does bees. And if we want honey, that's where we'll go. But I ain't raising bees. Nope. If I could and maybe there is something you can do. If I could set up a hive at the back of the property, or a nuke or whatever they call them. If I could just set something up back there just to give them a home so that they would pollinate stuff, I would. But I don't know enough about it. Woo! Hang on. Temperature update. It's 10:45 and it's 89 degrees with a feels like of 97 already. My goodness, it's warm. I'm gonna sit here and talk to you guys instead of going out there because we're in the shade. And yesterday I did a ton of work out here at the farm. I barely filmed anything, but I was out here from sun up to sundown just about. Moved the alpacas, all kinds of stuff. I went and talked to the people at, whatchamacallit, the local electric, or the local plumbing company. I don't know, man. I kind of got some mixed opinions yesterday about the plumbing situation. Let me tell you guys. Mixed opinions about the plumbing situation yesterday. You guys are looking up my nose just about. But for 2-inch PVC, the bendable, the pliable PVC, it's blue. He said sometimes they call it tough blue or blue tough, but it's 2 inches inside diameter. And that's what we're gonna run, not the 3/4. The 3/4, they were explaining to me that the reason it feels like there's a lot of pressure is because that 3/4, you know, it's tight, it's restricted. But he said, let your water run all the way out. Then tell me what your pressure's like. Well, sure enough, I turned the hose on, waited about, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 minutes. And then the pressure was just a trickle. Well, that ain't good. So that means we don't have enough volume to maintain a pressure that's comfortable for showering and things like that. And short version was, he said, are you doing 3/4 or 2-inch? And I said, well, right now I got 3/4, and I already bought the pipe. I'll use it somewhere else. I already bought the 3/4, but he said, are you married? And I said, soon to be. And he said, just go with 2-inch and keep your wife happy. I was like, all right, so 2-inch it is. And he told me it's $1.90 a foot. And then we got to go about 750 feet to get to the driveway, to where we would park. So that's pretty expensive. With the brass fittings and things, you know, I need a couple couplers. I need some male to female ends. Some of those are 125, 150 a piece. So it's an expense, but it's one that you got a budget for, and it's going to work out. 3 different places independent of each other told me to go no less than 2-inch as far as I'm running. Now I was thinking with the slope that we have, because when you're at the front of our property, the very front, the driveway where you pull in and you look into the property, you can barely see the top of the cabin. And it's 14 feet tall and it's 30 inches off the ground. So it's almost 16 feet in the air and you can barely see the top. That's how much slope we have. So 2-inch pipe with that much slope, we will have perfect amount of pressure. That's what we're doing, but I'm just trying to make sure that we're doing it right before we just run out and get it. We've already budgeted for it. I just want to make sure that that's what's going to work. And then as far as coming inside with the pipe, we'll do 3/4 inside. My buddy Gary Walker's ready to go. He's got the compression fittings and the couplings and things like that to do all the interior stuff. So pretty excited. He's going to probably come help me with that and the electric one of these days. We're gonna get a mini split in here. A mini split is a new type of air conditioner. It's ductless. I believe there's only one duct that just runs to the handler outside, and it's actually a heat pump. So it does heating and cooling. Well, if you're on Facebook, whether you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, but if you're on Facebook right now, they're selling these mini splits because it's summer. And there's guys that have bought like truckloads of these things, and they'll come to your town and they'll sell them to you. There's a brand called AUX. There's a brand, like, could be Ox, but there's a brand called AUX. There's a brand called Confrontal or Comfortal. I looked at it, and I'm not dyslexic, but I couldn't make out how it reads out. So anyway, there's a couple different brands. You can buy them on eBay, so I know they exist, but you literally meet a guy in a parking lot and he sells them to you out of the back of his trailer. Brand new in the box, I get it. But we're looking for something more permanent. So what I'm gonna do is go to Lowe's or Home Depot or get online and actually get something. It's a brand called Mr. Cool, and it's pretty popular on YouTube. There may be nothing wrong with the other systems, but if something happens, I'm gonna have a real hard time tracking down a guy that sold it to me in a parking lot out of the back of his trailer. If something breaks with the Mr. Cool system from Home Depot, I got a lot more leverage. They're a little bit more expensive, but they're also bigger units. I believe the 24,000 BTU is like 1,300 bucks, but it does 1,000 square feet, and we've only got 700 right here, just over 700. So that's what we're gonna do with that. Let's see, that's plumbing, electric. This is kind of an update video. Plumbing, electric, cows, flies, alpacas, donkeys, trees. Listen, Bradford pears are pretty. I don't care what you say. A lot of people consider them ornamental trees, all right? In Missouri, they might be doing a buyback program, but let me tell you this. In the new subdivisions they're building in Missouri and in Joplin and Southwest Missouri, they're putting Bradford pears in people's front yards in these subdivision cookie cutter homes, and they're really pretty. They grow fast. When you talk about them spreading and being invasive and taking over your property, you know, we've got 20 acres and I've found maybe a dozen Bradford pears, but some of them are standing like out in the middle of a pasture by themselves. And the donkeys have like completely murdered the bark off the tree. So that tree really isn't gonna be invaded. It ain't gonna take off. Now I know the donkey eats the leaves and then the donkey poops the leaves and that's how they spread, and the bees and the birds and all. I know. But I'm not gonna run around here with like a fine-tooth comb and chop down every Bradford pear I see. It ain't gonna happen. I have a Husqvarna 55cc chainsaw that'll make short work of any Bradford pear tree out here. Just about any. I have the beefiest chainsaw. It is a workhorse. It doesn't even blink at Bradford pear trees, okay? So we're leaving them for now. I've also got some eastern red cedar trees. And what else? Somebody said those are invasive, but we're not taking them down. We're not. I love these mimosas. They're beautiful shade trees for all the animals. We've got a lot of bare oaks. We've got a lot of pin oaks. We're not taking those out, but in time, we will manage the land a little bit more. But I gotta be honest, guys, I mean, it is so stinking gorgeous out here. Ray and I cannot get over this land. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. The beautiful trees, the animals having all this room. Just super grateful. I mean, it's just such a blessing to have this and call this mine. And heading into these tough times, socially, worldly, whatever you want to say right now, I'm very, very grateful that we have 20 acres that nobody can take from us. Now, we have a mortgage on it, but that nobody can take from us. And it's ours. You know what I mean? It's ours. This is mine. We bought this. It's mine. This is mine. I can hug it. I can hold it. I can paint it pink. I can do whatever I want. Pink is Ray's favorite color, but I guarantee she won't let me paint that pink. Anyway, my goodness, we are so blessed. I hope you and yours are too. I hope you have a view that you absolutely love when you get up in the morning. And just God bless you guys for watching. I sincerely appreciate it. All my channels are down below. That's me, my family, that's Ray, that's Case. We're all over YouTube. If you guys want, you can literally just watch Adler Farms and Family every day. We're always posting. I post Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. My dad posts Wednesday, Sunday. My brother and sister-in-law, I believe, post maybe Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. And then Case posts once a week and Ray posts about once a week. You can literally, and you guys do, it's insane the amount of views that my family gets. And we can't thank you guys enough, whether that's Facebook or YouTube. Everybody's always linked down below. My oldest boy, Case, is not on Facebook for legality reasons, age limits. It's not a preference thing. We can't put his stuff on YouTube, or on Facebook, sorry. I'm gonna sit here in the shade and actually edit this video. It is Saturday, 10 till 11. The 18th, the day you guys are seeing this, I'm uploading this video. This is my life right now. And I couldn't be more grateful. Just very blessed. Got a healthy family, healthy friends, good friends. And whew, my phone actually shut off for a temperature warning, so I had to start over, but I got through that emotional moment. I'm good. I'm a man. Y'all be good. Stay tuned. Let me know what you think about electric, water, trees, all that stuff. Just let me know what you think. Any advice. the mini splits, if you got a Mr. Cool. Somebody told me about their propane system they use to heat. Just let me know what's out there, guys. All the comments down below, I welcome them. Only the ones that are pointed and truly negative, and you can tell when you read it if it's aimed and negative, which is what I usually rant about, versus constructive criticism or just advice. But please don't ever be shy about saying something down below. Y'all be good. Don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. God bless. Deuces.